Looking for royalty-free music? Check out Epidemic Sound.
Yo, what's up, guys? I hope you guys can hear me okay. Yo, what's happening? How's everybody doing today, man? Let's turn this tunes up just a tad. Let's find another playlist here. Let's get the vibe right. This synthwave playlist is not going to cut it for me. I'm going to be really, really real with y'all. But what's up, y'all? What's up, Jenkins? What's up, Brady? What's up, CJ? Ico? Soy Among Us? Y'all seeing the shampoo ads? Basically, that means go wash your damn hair. Go wash your hair, man. Go wash your damn hair. What's up, Looney Cut looking fresh? Appreciate that. Yo, what's up, Chetty? What's good, man? Aisha. Hey, welcome back. I remember last stream we got into some stuff, so we're going to get back into it this stream as well. Hello. What's up, everyone? What's up, Pop? What's Papa Lunar? What's up, Chetty? How you feeling, baby? You feeling all right? You feeling good? Thank you. I'm doing fine as sweet wine. How are you doing? How are you doing? Can you guys hear me okay? I'm hoping so. I'm guessing since you're replying and saying things, I'm going to go ahead and assume that you can hear me just fine. I'm doing good. How are you guys doing? We'll go ahead and start recapping the weekend. But first, I want everybody to put one word in the chat how they're feeling today. One word in the chat, how you feeling today? One word in the chat, mental health check. One word in the chat, how you feeling today? Somebody was capping, told me you were done streaming, Lunar. I got spooked, almost believed him. Jenkins, don't trust those. Don't trust them. They're haters. Don't trust those guys. They're absolute haters. Mukbang, overworked, ready to record some tracks. Chetty, hey, baby. This weekend, I might have to. You never know. Let me talk to Cass and see what we can do with the schedules. Honest answer? Yes, I want the honest answer. This is a mental health check. I want the honest answer. I want the way you guys really feel. You're feeling, tell me. Mukbang, overworked. We out here, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Overworked, underappreciated, and overworked. Anytime you come here, you're going to be overappreciated and underworked. Take a back seat. It's good to have you. Ico, you feel horny. Wow. Well, hey. Go get you one of those real dolls. You know what I'm saying? Exhausted. I feel you, Aisha. Kingish. I like that. This is to all my kings and queens in the chat right now. It's fucking good to have you guys out. Hey, we all got needs, baby. I ain't hating the player, I ain't hating the game. Go ahead and get it. Get in where you fit in, baby. You know what I'm saying? Get in where you fit in. If you fit in, get in. The fuck you mean? Get in. You fit in, get in. We're all groovy with that, baby. That's all cash in the bank, as far as I'm concerned. That's all cash in the. That's all coins in the piggy bank, where I'm concerned, baby. Y'all let it flow, let it go. You know what I'm saying? Did we get a chorus VST on here? It sounds like. I hope we don't have a chorus VST on here. I've double-checked this shit 3 times. I double-checked this shit 3 times before I got on, and it sounded good to me. So, I don't know. Maybe it's shitting the bed. I really don't know. Hype Mangoes, it's good to have you out, man. Thanks so much for the follow. But yeah, for some reason, it sounded good to me earlier. Usually you guys tell me. Nice beard, sir. Thank you so much, Hype Mangoes. It's good to have you out. Brady, just keep me updated. If it sounds like trash, let me know. But as of right now, it sounds good to me. It just sounds like it's stereo. So I think this is stereo. I don't know if I can change it to mono. Let me double check here. Properties. Nope. Properties. Advanced audio properties. It says it's mono, so everything looks good on my end, okay? Yeah, stereo. It's all good? Okay, baby. That's how we do it then. The mic doesn't sound as good as usual, but still can hear you fine. I can turn it up just a smidge here. That should be a little bit better. Just Mango. I got you, bro. We'll call you Just Mango. But how was y'all's weekend? Hope it was good. Appreciate y'all putting in the chat the way you were feeling. So, this weekend, right? Man. Fucking crazy. I had the homies in. Not good with technical stuff. Can't put my finger on it. The sound is great, but maybe there's echo. It may be the room. To be honest with you, this room is kind of big. The ceilings are really high. So, you may be hearing a little bit. Brett Smacker with the sub. It's good to have you out, Brady. Thank you so much for that sub. 13 months in a row. Goodness gracious. That's why you were getting those. Shiggity's in the chat for Brett Smacker. Shiggity's in the chat for Brady. Thank you so much, Brady. I appreciate that. 13 months, buddy. Love you. Mwah. It's good to have you. That's the way we kick off a stream right there, buddy. It's good to have you, man. Big shout-outs to Brady for being the king mod in the stream. And CJ being Prince mod. You guys are in the Royal Dynasty family now, so welcome to it. It's good to have you guys. What was I going to say? This weekend, man, wow. Okay, so first of all, I had two of my best homies. Where's Baby Mod? I don't know if we have a Baby Mod yet. I don't know if we have a Baby Mod, but we'll get to that. But either way, this weekend was crazy. You sound good on my surround sound sister, Super Junior. That's what I'm talking about. It's good to have you, man. How you healing up? You healing up good? I hope so, baby. I hope you're healing up real good. But yeah, let's talk about this weekend. So I had my buddies Clint and Tyler in. Sorry I didn't stream any of it, but do you know when you get with those homies that you haven't seen in a while, or those friends, or those people that you built like really long-lasting friendships with, and you've had a lot of memories, and you've done a lot of stupid shit together, and then like when you guys get together, it's like the good old days. And like, I don't know, I just didn't whip my phone out. I didn't really record anything. I just kind of hung out with them, really relished in the moment. We went swimming. We went drinking. We went to the bar. We went to a really nice restaurant called Capitol Grill, which if you're ever in Austin, you should definitely go check it out. It was absolutely delicious. My buddy Liam spilled a $30 glass of wine. It was crazy. It was great. Dolby Atmos, baby. You were with the weekend? Come on, no. Come to Dallas? I should. Good, one more procedure next week. All right, Super Junior, well, let's hope you heal up. $30 holy. It was a $120 bottle of wine. So each glass was around maybe $15-20, but I rounded up and said 30. $30 for one glass. It just sounded better. What sounds better, 20 or 30? Come on, 30. I had to go with the 30. But either way, this weekend was great. I had the homies in town. We went swimming. We tore it up. We went out to eat. We drank so many beers. At one point in time, does it actually taste that expensive? I actually wasn't a huge fan of it. It was all right. It was pretty good. But I wasn't like, oh my God, it's 120. It just tasted like wine to me. It was sweet, kind of had a little bit of the strength to it. It was I don't even know if it was dry. Shit, everything tastes wet to me. So I don't even know really. But either way, it was a damn good glass of wine. And then we had some port. Has anybody in the chat put a 1 in the chat if you've had port? It's P-O-R-T. It's like port wine, which is a dessert wine. It's super sweet. You're only supposed to drink that when you eat like dessert, which I did not know that. So that was the first for me. Glad you had good time, friends. Port wine. I think it's port, P-O-R-T. But that's, Kim Raid incoming. Oh, snap. Raid incoming. Oh, no. You put it on bacon. Port. Port is what it's called. Yes, that is what it's called. Shout out to Kimmy. I hope Kimmy's doing really well. But what was I going to say? Yeah, this weekend was crazy. This weekend was nuts. We drank a ton of beer. My fridge is full of beer right now. We had an absolute blast. We had a ton of fun. And, just overall, it was a really good time. So we really enjoyed ourselves. Didn't do anything crazy. We bought a little football. We were throwing that football back and forth for probably 6 hours. It was beautiful. All the fireworks. I don't know. I should have recorded some of it. I'm so stupid. But on my balcony, you guys know, on my balcony, it's just like view of a big horizon. It was like almost 180 degrees of just fireworks all night, just pop, 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 popping everywhere. It was so dope. But I hope you guys had a good July 4th. Oh my gosh, Kimmy with that fat raid. Good. Oh my God. Good God. Everybody shout, big shouts to Kimmy. How you doing, Kimmy? How was the stream? Oh, man, Kimmy, it's good to have you. Mad love to Kim. Can we shout out Kim in the chat? I got to figure out how to do these shout outs. Mad love to you, Kim. Kim, how have things been? How have things been? I hope life has been good. I know you've been going through some changes. So I hope life has been treating you as good as it's been treating me. Big shout out to Kim. Put some fucking Kim Wows in the chat. Put some Kim Wows in the chat. What are you guys doing? Put the Kim Wows. Flood the chat. I want to see it all over. Kimmy, thanks so much for the host. I saw you were, painting with chat, I believe. I hope that went well. I hope that went really well. Shout out, Kimmy. We're going to have to do something since she changed her name. Brady, we need to make this happen. We need to get on Stream Elements and make this happen. But big shouts to Kim. I hope your stream went really well. We need to reconnect soon. You need to catch me up with what's going on because I'm not going to go through your Discord and I'm not going to go do that. Shout out channel name or shout out. Check out Kimmy. There we go. Everybody follow her. If you haven't followed her, please go follow Kim. She's fucking dope. Connected with your Stream Elements. Yes, you are. Please go in there and fix that for me. But I want to catch up and see. Appreciate the follows, Juice Man. It's good to have you out. If you guys are just now joining, appreciate the raid. I'm your boy Lunar. I don't know if you've ever seen me at any of the streams. I do IRL. I'm a dog dad. I do music. I just am gonna be kicking back today, chopping it up with you guys, doing a weekend recap, and then talking about modern women. So it might be crazy. Oh, Live Free with the tier 1 sub. It's good to have you out. Thanks so much, Liv. To Professor Scuffed. Look at that. There we go. Got the subs in here. Got the follows. Appreciate you guys following. Juice Man. Yo, what's good, man? How you doing? How was the stream? Kim, I don't know if you're here. And if you're anything like me, after I do a raid, I dip. Like, I'll raid somebody, and then I immediately dip after. I don't, stick around. I maybe look at the chat for another 5 seconds, but then I usually am out. So enjoy the rest of your night. Hair is on point, bro. I appreciate that. Just got my haircut this weekend. Hey, I thought he cut it a little short. Does it look a little too short? I don't know. I thought it looked a little short. But yeah, man, I hope you guys had an eventful 4th of July. I hope you drank, if you're of age. I hope you drank a good amount of beer. And if you don't like beer, I hope you drank liquor or whatever you like to drink. I hope you had a good time. I hope you had a good 4th. I don't know about you guys, but I was off on Monday, so I had a really nice 4-day weekend. It was me, Cass, 2 of my homies from my hometown. Fucking had a blast with them. We just drank a ton of beer and just caught up, and it was just good to see the homies that you hadn't seen in a while, you know what I mean? Yo, appreciate the follows. TKO, it's good to have you out. Shig shiggity, wig wiggity, big biggity, bet that. It's good to have you guys out. Liv, once again, thanks for that tier 1 gifted to Professor Scuffed. Shiggity's in the chat for that. So anytime we got a sub, guys, flood that chat with shiggities. We need to upgrade those, right? We need to upgrade the emotes. Look at that. CJ, there we go, baby. 13 months. Nice. Just logged in Stream Elements saying I'm not connected with your account, connected with Streamlabs, however. Oh, okay. We'll fix that, Brady. We'll fix that after the stream today. Shiggity's in the chat. Shout out to CJ. You can shake shiggity, wig wiggity, big biggity, bet that. The Prince mod of the stream. It's good to have you, man. I just hope life is going great for you, dog. All right, have me in a panic. I got you. But Liv, it's good to see you. It's good to see all you guys, for real. I wasn't expecting this Kim raid, so I really do appreciate you guys sticking around. But how was y'all's 4th of July? I mean, did you guys pop fireworks? Do you live in a part of the country where you can't pop fireworks? Do you live in a country where it's illegal? You know what I mean? It's legal here. You ain't supposed to pop them in the city limits, but people don't really care. You're not going to chill with Gary Moises and Iceland? I haven't been invited. I don't know about you guys, but I don't just bombard or impose myself onto people. JC, appreciate the host, man. I don't just impose myself onto friend groups. If they hit me up, I'll go chill with them. You know what I mean? But if you don't hit me up, I'm not gonna be like, yo, what's up? If they're in town, they want to kick it with your boy, they will hit me up. Missed your face. Hope all is well. Crazy Cat Lady. Ditto. I saw you and your daughter doing a puzzle, I believe. Looked like a lot of fun. They were dropping nuclear bombs by my house on the 4th. I'm in Texas, so everyone and their granny pops fireworks. Hell yeah, they do. It's illegal in my state, but they still pop the big ones off till 4 a.m. Oh, shit. Lunar, boy. Been a minute, Playboy. Baby Cakes, how you been? My neighbors set off fireworks. I'm so close to the city, it sounded like thunder for a while. Damn. Did you break up with Ice after that late night ghost hunting stream? Why no? I've streamed with him multiple times after that. Mukbang, I saw that. He had the shiggity shirt on. I saw that. Fireworks, fireworks are crazy. Really haven't been invited. That's unfortunate. Hope you're well, Lunar. I'm very well, man. I'm very well. They just haven't hit me up. I mean, if they want to hang out, I don't know if Gary and Moises are just like, hey, what's up? We want to come over, and Ice is like, cool. But I usually wait for an invite. If they invite me, I'll be more than happy to kick it with them. But I just haven't been invited, so I'm not gonna be like, yo, you guys need a fourth. You know what I mean? But I've hit him up. I've hit him up multiple times, man. Just nothing has happened. So Gary to invite you, Leonard. Well, then there you go, Jenkins. Well, like I said, I'm not just gonna hit them up, be like, guys, invite me over. I need to come over. I'm not gonna do that. How we're 6'2" and 185. So skinny, bro. 6'2", 185. Well, I'm 6'2", 175, like 175, 180, and I'm pretty skinny. It just be like that, man. It just be like that. I'm sick of fireworks now, just randomly going off during so many nights. I'm also Canadian, so we celebrated 1st of July here. What? You're Canadian as well? Just pull up with a 24-pack? Bro, you know those guys don't drink like that. I don't think Ice likes beer. Gary might drink beer. Does Moises drink? Or is he trying to keep that actor bod in check all the time? I don't know. Yeah, 1st of July is Canada Day. What? I got all these people from Canada in the chat, and I don't even know that that's Canada Day. What? For real? Bro, I had no idea. Big ups to Canada. Big ups to the Six. Is that what they call it? The Six? Six God, as Drake would say. Spent my Canada Day in a kayak. That sounds fucking Canadian. That sounds very Canadian. I spent my Canada Day in a kayak. 3 Zoo, it's good to have you out, man. Thanks for the follow. Actor BT Dubs. I mean, is he? I don't know. I just know what I'm told. You know what I mean? I know what I'm told. I don't really know too much else other than that. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. But I appreciate you guys sticking around if you have. Once again, I'll reintroduce myself. I go by the name Lunar Boy. It's good to have you out. Hello, what's good, man? I kind of like those. I've never seen that. But for everybody has stuck around, like I said, IRL, musician, dog dad, annoying my girlfriend. And today we're just doing something a little more chill. We're just doing something a little more kickback. We're just doing a little desktop stream. I'm talking to you guys. And then the topic of, that emote is, the topic of the night is, can modern women survive without men? That new EP, Fire Rel Jenkins, I appreciate that. That is going to be the topic for tonight. No. Can modern women survive without men? You think it's possible? We're gonna have to start doing a Zoom call where I can have people actually call in, so I can actually talk to people and have a little discourse. Define modern woman. A modern woman. Somebody that isn't 80. Somebody that's a modern woman. She could be anyone that's probably in the dating scene. I mean, I guess 80-year-old women, but modern women as they stand today. Women as they stand today. Not women in the 80s, not women in the 90s, not women in the 70s, not the 20s. Modern women. Women of this day and age. The people are getting out to see live music. Any performances coming up? Yes, Ryan versus Games. I have a show on July 9th. We won Women of the Year. I don't know what you mean by that. But my argument is that can modern women survive without men? The reason I bring this up is because, like I've been telling you guys, I've been watching a lot of content on relationships and things like that, and really trying to figure myself out and how I can be the best version of myself. And most of my life right now is being in a relationship, which I love. But I need to learn how to be the best version of myself while I am in this relationship. We won Women of the Year in 2015. I don't even know what that means. That's why I watch Kevin Samuels a lot, and I'm kind of taking one of his topics tonight and just kind of speaking on it on my own behalf. Open up Bad Bunny's concert. I thought, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing that. But the reason I bring this up is because I don't know about you guys, but I see a lot of stuff online. I'm a feminist, so I would say yes, women can survive on their own. He's talking about Moises being an actor. My whole argument to this is that, and I'm coming at this with a statistical frame of mind, because if you look at STEM, does anybody know what STEM is? I'll put it in the chat. Anybody know what this means? This it's an acronym. Does anybody know what this means? Tell me if you know what that means. STEM. Does anybody know what that actually means? Does anybody know what that acronym is? Because if you don't know what that science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, that's exactly what it is. Big shout outs to Jenkins for getting that. So STEM is science, technology, engineering, and math. What it is those are the 4 fields that basically keep the world running. And I want you to guess the percentage of men that are in those industries, and I want you to also guess the percentage of women that are in those industries. So go ahead and put a percentage in the chat of what do you think, percentage of men, percentage of women, and we'll see where you guys are at. And then I'll expand on that once you guys say what you think. Let's see what you guys think. Is it 50-50? Ricky Boy Summer, it's good to have you. Is it 50-50? Is it, 60-40? Is it 80-20? Is it 90-10? Don't look it up. Don't look it up. All these questions I'm asking you guys, do not Google them. Refrain from Googling, please. Please refrain from Googling. So I believe Rel Jenkins is the exact amount, but roughly it's around 80-20. 80-20. 80% men, 20% women. So it's pretty fair to say that if you were to take, let's think about it this way. If it was Thanos, and Thanos snapped his finger, and all the men were gone. All the men were gone. Boom. Would 20% of the women in STEM be able to support 100% of the women? Yes or no? Go ahead and tell the answer. That's a big fat negative. It was all men, exactly. So 20% of the women can't support 100% of the women, right? But 80% of the men can support 100% of the men because they're supporting, 80%, or they're supporting 100% of the men and 100% of the women, and it's only 20% of the women. So, and y'all know I'm not the best with math, but it's pretty safe to say that if men weren't there, this infrastructure as we know it would collapse. Here's the argument, though. The argument is that, well, if men were gone, women could simply learn what men are doing, right? Let's build this hypothetical scenario. You know what I mean? Let's say 100% of the men are gone, and it's 20% of the women in STEM taking care of 100% of the women, right? The 20% is included in that 100. The women would then have to learn everything that the men did, hopefully in enough time where they could support the rest of the amount of women. Now, here's the argument you could make. A woman's grip pressure, I think it's like 75 or something % less than men. Don't quote me on that. I don't remember that stat. But women simply do not have the grip pressure that a man does. They don't have the upper body strength. It's all lower body strength. So some of this machinery is very, 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 they would have to learn how to grow. Yeah. Well, some of this machinery is very heavy, very labor intensive. Some of this stuff you can't do by just being smart. So maybe it took women 2 months, but if you guys know anything, it's about, 3 weeks with food, 3 days without water, something like that. 2 weeks without food, 2 days of water, something like that. They're going to need to learn to squat the world with lower body strength. Exactly. So it's pretty safe to say that in 2 months, we would have no population of people. So my entire thing is that modern women, and maybe I'm wrong, Hackney, appreciate the follow. Maybe I'm wrong here. Maybe I'm wrong. And I'll say that boldly. I think a lot of modern women forget that they need men. Is that safe to say? This is where it gets controversial, because a lot of modern women think, and feminists too, think, I don't need a man. How many times have you guys heard, I don't need no man? Sheetrock, let alone, exactly. I don't need no man. Well, it's because women can completely support themselves solely off of their own income. Nick, it's good to have you out. Can asexually... No, they cannot. Women cannot asexually reproduce. This is a crazy scenario I'm building, but you guys get the point I'm trying to make, right? Yeah, we both need each other for reproduction, but I'm talking survival. We're not talking reproduction right now. Reproduction's a whole other story and a whole other gambit. Because when we're talking about infrastructure, sustainability, you know what I'm talking about. It's a little bit different. All right, Nick. You getting timed out, homie. I just don't want you coming in here spamming, dog. It's good to have you. So, the reason I bring this up is because y'all know a lot of women that say, I don't need no man, because women can financially support themselves. Cass can financially support herself just fine, but that's why you see more and more women getting an animal, getting a pet, and dying alone. So I'm going to hit you guys with another statistic that I don't know if you guys are, privy to this stat, though. Did you know 80% of divorces are initiated by women? Isn't that crazy? Think about it. 8 out of 10 divorces. Oh yeah, Cass watches this shit with me. Now, does she completely agree? No, but we don't agree on everything, and we don't have to. Well, is it cheating or is it exercising options? That's another thing that Kevin Samuels brings up. Usually it's a little bit different when you're loaded rich and whatever. The girl's always right. Well, it's crazy to me. It's called the law of hypergamy. We've talked about this in the stream a few times. The law of hypergamy is where a woman always wants more, right? And this happened to one of my buddies. One of my buddies that was here this weekend. His chick broke it off with him because she wanted more. She wanted something and he didn't have it, and so she broke it off with him and immediately had another dude. She moved to a different town, already had a dude on deck. So it's like, I don't know. I think it's kind of weird when you break up your marriage, you already got a man on deck, and then you move there and you already smashing him for your divorce is final. Whatever. That's somebody else's dirty laundry. Men are visual. Men are very visual. True. Men are very, very visual. Yeah, it's kind of sus, man. Like, I don't know. When I heard that, I was like, bro, she moved on a little quick, bro. But she initiated it, and he tried. He said, I'll do whatever it takes. I'll go to therapy. I'll go to counseling. I'll read these books, blah, 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 blah. And she just wasn't having a shit. She's like, nah, I'm good on it. And I was like, damn. So it's pure proof that, who knows what the fuck's going to happen. But here's another thing. I watch a lot of his stuff, and a lot of the women in there, they wouldn't be okay with a man that flipped burgers at Burger King. They're like, all right, would you be okay with an average man, right? An average man makes $50,000 a year. He, does his own thing. He doesn't really have any ambition outside of just working, living meagerly, living within his means, and that's just kind of what he does. He likes that. He's cool with that. He's happy. But a lot of women are like, well, if he got with me, I would make him something. I would build him a business. I would make him entrepreneurial. As long as he had ambition to be better, then I think. And it's like, no. This man is content with where he is at. He's cool with it. He doesn't want to go anywhere. He's cool flipping burgers at Burger King. He's cool with that. Putting the fries in, putting that little hat on, putting those little shoes on. He's cool with that. But she's not cool with that. And a lot of women won't settle for a man that ain't trying to be ambitious. A lot of these women that he talks to are always like, I want a man with ambition. What the fuck does that even mean? Because ambition is like, once you achieve something, it's like, do I have to keep being ambitious, or do I get to like appreciate the achievement? Or do I have to be like, okay, well, I got that. Let's do more. So it's like, what does ambitious really mean? Does it always mean you want more? Because men aren't like that. Men are cool with what they got. Do you think Gen Z will be different considering marriage rates are lower? I actually do. I think Gen Z think men and women are more equal than like boomers and millennials and things like that, because I'm seeing a lot of kids average is 50K. No. I'm not saying the national average is 50K. I'm saying the national average is probably actually closer to I think it's $40,000 or $50,000 a year. Is the average salary of males, I believe. Look it up. Marriage is a scam for men. It was built during a time where women didn't work and alimony made sense. Nowadays, it doesn't make sense. I was thinking about this the other day. Some ambitious people are never happy because they can never be satiated or satisfied. Yes. Ambitious people, it's like J. Cole talks about this. He's like, you're going to want a lot of money, then you get a lot of money. And then once you get the Lambo, you got the Lambo. And so it's like you always want more. It's the law of hypergamy. As people, we see something, we achieve it, and then we want what's next. It's like a lot of us sometimes forget to stop and smell the roses. And, I feel like that's some of the biggest flaws with American people, is that we have all this instant gratification. We get on social media. We see people's highlight reels, and we compare our everyday life to their highlight reels. I saw Kevin Gates say that the other day, and I was like, man, that's fucking good. He's like, you're comparing someone's highlight reel to your everyday life. It's the worst thing you could do. And there's also been studies that have been put out that talk about mental health with people that just wake up and immediately start scrolling Instagram. I do it. I get on Facebook sometimes and scroll IG or TikTok, but I have to like consciously tell myself, do not do this the first 10 or 20 minutes of the day and prime. I got to prime my mind and get ready for the rest of the day. So that's why I left it. Kano, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. That's why forms of media like Twitch and YouTube, where you can watch live streams, you can watch recorded content, I kind of like that more, because a lot of the times I don't watch people that live just crazy lavish lifestyles. I listen to people that have something to say. I got you, JC. Was looking at life like that for a while behind bars. Oh yeah, 100%. But you compare your everyday life to somebody's highlight reel. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. But let's get back to modern women. So I need to open up some kind of Zoom call and do kind of what Kevin Samuels does. I would like that, where people call in and we sit there and talk about people's lives. So I'd like to get life advice as well, consulting, shit like that. I get a lot of joy out of that. I haven't used Facebook in about a decade, but I still, okay, there you go. I'm not saying social media is a bad thing, because social media can really, it can attract a lot of the people that are like-minded. I mean, like, look at us right here. We're all hanging out. I feel like we're all like-minded. You know, that's why we're all here at the same time. I feel like that's a good thing, right? But it can also distract you from the things you should be focused on, right? So, which is kind of a big deal. Distraction is not always the best form of entertainment. Sometimes you need to tackle your problems head on. Instagram is such worse than Facebook because it's all the famous. Yeah, exactly. That's the whole thing about IG. But that's for another day. But I don't know if I've talked about this before. But have you guys ever seen the show The Island with Bear Grylls? Have you ever seen that? The Island with Bear Grylls. Basically, what that show is, it's 12 men on an island, abandoned. They just abandoned them. And 12 women on an island. They just abandoned them. After the first night, the men have found a beach that has sun front. They've been able to ration the water that they were given, and they've actually found berries and fruits and things that they can eat for the night, and made a quick little camp. They made a little, camp. Now, it's not like a big cot. It's not up off the ground, but they did make a little camp. The women, by the first night, have almost depleted all their water sources. They've gotten lost because they think people are whistling and it's birds. And these aren't just like run-of-the-mill, hey, you're out of high school. These are women that have, like, they picked almost like one of every field. They picked a doctor, a construction worker. They picked somebody that owned a business. They picked somebody that was like a regular employee. They picked like a gambit of different types of people and then split them up and said, all right, we have one doctor in this group. We have one doctor in this group. We have one construction worker. So technically, they were equal. The terms of the teams were the same. They were all in the same professions, kind of type shit. YouTube stream? What do you mean? Dude, I'm telling you, Kano, they were going through and they hear whistling, and it's like, and they're like, maybe they're whistling to us that they're over here, because they split up. They split up in two groups, and they're like, you go this way, you go this way. And then they start hearing birds, and then they start following the birds, and then they find out it's just birds. So it's fucking ridiculous. Well, in Mukbang, by the first night, I don't know if we can watch it on here. I'll have to check that out. But by the first night, women have depleted most of their water resources, and they're just sunbathing. These women are sunbathing. It's absolute insanity. Let's look this up. What is this? Episode 1? Okay, let's check this out. I'll see if we can't. I think it might be TOS, though. Yeah, I don't know if I can just watch this. Here we go. Oh, it's 14 men, 14 women. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so when they kill this pig, you'll notice that this pig is already laying down and they rush it. The pig already is kind of tied up. These women didn't throw a rope on that pig's neck. The pig is like, the pig looks like it's been sedated by the time they jump on it. Let's see here. Let's just go back to where I was. I kind of like that because I'll just skip through. You want to know about the first one? The pig looks sick. Find them incredibly boring. I love them. Okay, cool. So as you can see, the men are talking about where they're going to get. They're trying to set up camp, yada, yada, yada. So they end up going through. I don't know if this is the first season or the second season. I think this may be the first season, maybe. So the men have found camp. At least, I don't know why they're looking at that. So the men have found camp. And now they didn't really make anything, but this isn't the one I was seeing. This is maybe the the first season, because I remember the second season they had all found the beach. Okay, maybe this is it. Scroll through here, like making fire and shit. Yeah, this is not the season I watched. Where's that second? Is there a second season up? This is the second season's the best. The Island with Bear Grylls. Let's check this out. All right, let's go to this real quick. Let's see here. Oh yeah, these dudes try so hard for a very long time. Either way, I wish you honestly you just need to watch it. We're not gonna sit here and pick it apart because it's gonna take way too long to get through all the good bits, because a lot of it's not really salvageable. A lot of it's just kind of meh. And they kind of play it up. Let's see if they have like one that's explained. What is this? Okay, no, we're just gonna pull back up this. All right, cool. Either way, it'd be cool to chill and watch on stream sometimes. Yes. What do you say, you old poop? Modest sound. Not much, man. Just cool it out, dog. Just cool it out. But yeah, we could watch that sometime. We could definitely watch that sometime, or just to watch something. Apparently, everybody's playing Rust right now, which I don't even know what this game's about. Oh god, it already looks boring. Which I don't even know what this game's about. Okay, so I'm not gonna watch it. But the whole premise of the show is can men and women survive independently? Feminism versus the wild. I bet that's good. Feminism versus the wild. Versus the wild. Let's see here. Changing the culture of... Oh, goodness gracious. Later. Take it easy. Cool. All right. So, basically like I said, by the end of the first episode, I think it's season 2, by the end of the first episode, men have set up camp, women are lost. Women eventually find this pig, which looks sedated, and ironically enough, it has like a rope around its neck already. By the time they tackle it, it has a rope around its neck. And so you're like, why does this wild feral pig have a rope around its neck? Doesn't make a lot of sense. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, right? They get it, they cut it up, they cook it, and then these women have the grandiose idea to say, oh, well, we didn't eat all of this meat, but let's cook all of it. Let's put it back in the container with the water and then bury it because it's cooler underground. These women put this cooked pig meat in this container with water, bury it in like a really shallow hole, maybe a foot deep. They come back the next day and all the meat is rotten. I'm talking fucking rotted out. And they're like, what happened? We thought it'd be cooler in the ground. So here's what they do. They're only given 2 water containers, and I believe they're pretty solid, like those big silver ones. They're pretty solid size. Then they have the idea of, oh, we're not going to clean it out. Fuck that. Not going to clean it out. We're just going to ditch this water pail. So they had 2 water pails, one to boil water in, and then one to drink water out of, right? You boil the water in one, you pour it in the other one, wash, rinse, repeat the process. Rainwater is not fresh water. You can't just drink rainwater. You need to boil it. They threw out one of their containers because it had rotten meat in it. Instead of putting water back into it, boiling it again, and getting the smell out, they decided, we're just going to throw it away. They just throw it away. So now they have 1 container. So now they have to boil water in 1 container, wait for it to cool down, and then drink it. They only have 1 container now amongst 12 women. By the first 2 or 3 episodes, 4 women fall out. They're just like, I'm out. I quit. I'm over it. Can't do it. Can't do it. They just leave. And the women that were like, oh, I got this in the bag, they quit first. The women that are like, I got this shit in the bag. I don't need no man. My husband thinks that he needs to help me with everything. Boom. She's already out there. Boom. Out of there. Suggestions channel. Posted the link in your Discord. Sonic Temple. We should definitely do that. I like that. My audio's messed up. Do that. I like that. No, I think it's just stereo. It's been like this for a while. We're just holding it down. Do you think some of these reality shows could be a bit scripted, Lunar? I think it could be. But when you watch it, some of it you're like, how do you... Here's what's scripted. The idea of the flow of the show is scripted, but the outcome is not scripted, personally, because I've been a part of, like Scuff Brother. Was it scripted? Yes. Oh, Aisha, they were very dumb. They just thought they had it together. Survivor was fake as fuck. Like, where's the common sense? So here's how it goes. I think the plan before is planned, like that's scripted, but the after or the effect or the outcomes are not scripted. I don't think the outcomes are scripted at all. They're like, all right, here's what's gonna happen. It's up to you guys to see which way the shit goes. You know what I mean? Kind of like Scuff Brother. It's like, hey, we have these games in place, but we don't know the outcomes of these games. But here's what we're gonna do. All that's scripted. You know, and like the feuding, that wasn't really scripted between me and Gary. It just kind of happened and it worked, so we just kept it going. True, Aisha. True. But they have to almost end the show. The only reality show I watch is Lunar Boy. You can bet that, Super Junior. But that's why, like a couple times through the show, they're like, all right, we're gonna have to potentially end this if you guys don't fix this. If you don't get this figured out. Machine Elf, it's gonna be like this. For some reason, it's like this. Let me try one thing. There we go. I changed it back to mono. Maybe that fixes it. Let me see if this does anything. Does that do anything? I don't know. Maybe that messed it up. Real Housewives is probably scripted. I would agree. Let's see if that does anything. Real Housewives is probably... Ooh, that sounds worse. There we go. I don't know. Maybe that does it. There is going to be a tad bit of echo. You will hear that through the... Let's see if I can't turn the gain down a little bit. It was good, now it's even worse. Bro, I don't even know. We're just going to ride it out. I'll fix it one of these days. I really don't know why it's doing this. So let me turn this up a little bit. Can you guys hear me still? You guys should be able to hear me now. Check. Check 1 3 5 7. Check. Check 1 3 5 7. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're good. But I don't know. Just from when I watched the show, I thought, yeah, some of it was scripted, but then you see how the women act. And you're like, I really don't know if these women are faking it, because a lot of it makes them look bad. And people usually don't want to make themselves look bad on purpose, because the men are doing it too. The women are doing it and the men are doing it. And a lot of times when people make themselves look bad, it's because their emotions are getting ahead of their logic. These women get more emotional a little bit quicker. Some of the men get emotional pretty quick too. And it makes you make, in my opinion, makes you make poor decisions when you don't think logically and you think emotionally. Unless it's an emotional-based decision that needs to be based off of something in an emotional realm. But most of the time you need to be thinking logically. My point is, not every reality show is scripted, for sure. True, anything for a little fame off a show. Yeah. But, I don't know. Couldn't say. It is scripted in the sense where these men and women are there. The plan for the show is there. But, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think that, I don't know. There's just so many things about when I watch Kevin Samuels. I see the women that he has on. I'm like, I want to do that. I want to have a Zoom call where people can just jump in. Earthquake, baby, it's good to have you on. I want to have a Zoom call where people can just jump in and we'll just talk, or we'll just do like life advice or something like that. But we're gonna open it up for questions. What do you guys have? We've kind of talked about that. Because I want to start consulting. I want to start consulting more. You know what I mean? They're entertainment shows, 100%. The anchors worked hard, drink water, yes. But yeah, let's do some life advice. Life advice with Lunar, man. What kind of things are you guys going through? I had a guy hit me up on IG, and if you're here, buddy, it's good to have you out. I'm not going to call you out, but he hit me up on IG, said that he's kind of going through some things. You know what I mean? Said he's really going through some things, and you know that he just needs somebody to talk to about some of the things that are going on in his life. You can do that on Discord, but I'm just listening to you in the background. Okay, big bets. And I told him, I was like, you know what, I'm going to start booking sessions. If somebody wants to sit down for an hour, book a session, and we'll talk about it. We'll get down to brass tacks, and I'll help you as much as I can. And if it's way out of my hands, then I'm going to tell you to go to a therapist straight up. But if I feel like maybe some of you guys are more comfortable talking to somebody you know versus somebody you don't know, like a life coach or something like that. Yeah. Just sitting here, and I'm not trying to be like, here's how to build $1 million business. I'm here to be like, here's how to be the best version of yourself. I've had a rough 3 months. It's slowly getting better, but that's why I've been MIA and quiet. Crazy cat lady. I understand that. I've been there. So I'm saying, CJ, we'll sit down, we'll book a session, we'll sit down for an hour. I don't know exactly what the rates are going to be yet, but we'll sit down for an hour and we'll just talk about your life and the things that you think like, oh, wow, like I said, you'd rather talk to somebody that you feel a little bit more comfortable with than somebody that is a rando. Like, talking to a therapist is kind of like, it's kind of nerve-wracking. You're telling a stranger all your problems and you're just supposed to open up, right? Police reality shows are scripted? Come on. I know a guy whose girlfriend left him to move for a better job in another city. Thoughts? Sounds like what just happened with some people I know. Much rather someone I know for sure. Exactly. So with a scenario like that, you got to break this down, right? Is one person more important than the other, or are they both important in their own regards? Because in my personal opinion, it also depends on your age and the trajectory of what you want in your life, right? So if this guy and this girl, if it was completely 50-50, one had been giving as much as the other, then I don't see a problem with a reconciliation of them moving to where the girl was getting a job. If she had done that for the guy, right? If she had moved, like if Cass was like, I moved to Austin for you, now I want to move to this place, and she had a valid reason of why, if I could work remote, which I can, and it would be something that was really good for her career, I'd probably take her up on it, because why the fuck not? I like being in different places. I'm cool with that. But it really depends, right? If you live in the city and somebody's asking you to move to a rural town and you're not really vibing that, then probably wouldn't go, you know? So a lot of it depends on a lot, right? It's kind of hard to say that with a blanket statement of, oh, guy wants to move or girl wants to move, guy doesn't want to move, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot that goes into it, and I would actually need to talk to that person to kind of figure out who's maybe not right, but who's got who's got the right justification for where they should live. Almost always scripted. But I see where your scenario's going. I see where that scenario's going. But personally, I think if the people are in love, they can see the trajectory of their life of being together. Compromises need to be made. And, I've talked to Cass, and if we have kids, we will probably move closer to her hometown than my hometown. Just don't have a lot in my hometown. There's just way more in her hometown as far as things to do. She's got a much bigger family presence there. She's got both of her grandparents. I do not. I've only got one, and my grandma is very old. I couldn't have, and I would want my kid to grow up with their grandparents. There's just a lot of things that I think are really important. Or great-grandparents, excuse me. But it I don't know. It's tough to say. But this is gonna be been grounded strong. True, Clay. So it might not have been, because those are entertainment based and people provide entertainment by true. With the whole cops thing. But I'm past that. I'm past reality shows. Be back shortly. Catch up with you. Gotta go. Take it easy. But it's just. Compromise has got to be made for everything that you do. And if you're not in the relationship compromising from the beginning, I think it's just going to be really tough when you get to a point in y'all's life where you need to compromise and one person's been doing a lot of it and the other person hasn't been, because that's when a person feels unappreciated. And when one person feels underappreciated, it's really tough to kind of be like, well, let me make up all this time and make you feel really appreciated because you've built habits, they've built habits, and I don't know about you guys, but sometimes the habits that we have are very hard to break. I'm very forgetful, and it just be like that. I've been like that for a while. It's a very hard habit for me to break. But other habits you'll never get me to break. I'm always going to wake up in the morning and brush my teeth because my mouth tastes like ass. That is a habit I'll never break. I always open up the door for Cass. It's so bad to the point I've done that so much that I even do that for my homies when we're going somewhere. It's just muscle memory at this point. I remember I was taking Deadman. We were going to a show, and I walked to the door. I walked to the passenger door, opened up the door for him, and let him in. I was like, what the fuck? But that's just how it be. It's like some of these habits are just so ingrained that it just be like that. And he's like, oh, you're courting me. I'm like, bro, this is just a habit. But here's another thing. It's like, one of my buddies who has a girl cannot take the other one for granted, for sure. But there's a lot of things that I do that I hope rub off on other people, and rub off so naturally I do it now for everyone. Mukbang, there you go. You're a very, very polite man. But something that I do is I always do that for Cass. Now, my buddy Limes, he has his girlfriend here, Tab, which you guys will eventually meet them when they're more comfortable with the stream. But he's been seeing me do it so much that now he's doing it, right? So it's these little things that if we stay consistent, other people see it and they go, damn, Levi's doing it. Why the fuck am I not doing it? And then I pushed Liam to start going to the gym. Deadman saw my progress. He wanted to start going to the gym. So I was going to the gym by myself for 2 months. Month number 3, these guys see the progress, or Deadman sees the progress. He's like, bro, I want to join you. And then when Liam got here, I was like, you ain't got a choice. If you're here, you're going to the gym. And it is what it is. So don't feel like the little things that you do daily, habitually, aren't important, and that they won't rub off on somebody, because you never know the small little impact that you may have on somebody's day that just makes their entire day or week or month. I've had little bitty things to me, some of the stuff homeless people have said to me has been the most profound and the exact thing I needed to hear at the time. I can't remember what this one guy said. I was at a McDonald's though. It was like a trivial. I was going in there to get cast some ketchup or something. It was super trivial. But I'm walking out and this guy goes, God, what did he say? He's like, don't wait, start today, because you don't know if tomorrow's promised. And I was like, maybe he's just looking for a tip, but I was like, don't wait, start today. I was like, okay. But then I started sitting on that, and I was like, damn, this guy's really right. I need to stop thinking about all the stuff I want to do, and I just need to start doing the stuff I want to do, right? If I want to stream, go live. Want to do my hair? Do your hair. Don't think about doing your hair. If I want to put on an outfit, just put on clothes. Don't think about all the shit you're gonna do. Start doing some of this stuff. So I don't know. But then I don't know about you guys, but I've been walking by and I'll see like homeless people on the street, and I'll just sit there and talk to them. I just talk to them about just life in general, and a lot of these guys they have such an immense level of gratitude towards everyone else, and they're so selfless. Like, I almost have to pry information out of these guys, because I'm like, they only worry about me and other people, and these homeless people have got such a deflated sense of ego, which I think is beautiful in a sense, but also I think you need to have a little bit of ego so you push yourself to be the best version of yourself, right? So I see these guys and they're just so polite, and I'm like, man, I don't envy it, but I'm almost like taken aback, because it's like, why am I not that polite? It's because a lot of the things I've got in my life, Elcat's good to have you out. A lot of things that I've gotten in my life, I had to kind of be ruthless to get. And so it's like, you've heard the thing, nice guys finish last, right? Assholes finish first. So it's like, but do I want to be an asshole my whole life? I don't really want to be. I actually really enjoy being a nice guy. And that's why I'm so nice now, is because I used to be a dick. I used to be a pretty big dick, man. Not going to lie to you guys. Let's put that mix back on. Where was that mix at? Okay, there we go. Unfortunately, you can only do so much for homeless people. I feel bad for them. Hey, man, I feel bad for them too. But the best thing you can do is give them your attention and talk to them. If you can't give them money, give them your attention and just talk to them. Just for a second. Hey, man, what's your name? Hey, what do you do? What do you like to do? What'd you do before all this? Like, I know some of that sounds bad, but talk to them. They'll tell you. They're like, oh, well, I used to own a dojo, and I was this, and I was a karate master. And this one dude told me he was like a karate master, and he's like, yeah, then I did 10 years for really beating a guy up real bad. And I was like, well, what'd you beat him up for doing? He's like, well, he messed with my niece, and she was like 12. I was like, okay, well, this man sounds like he deserved his motherfucking ass beat. I was like, good job. Good for you. You did what you should have done. Beat his ass. But I don't know. It'd be like that, man. Like, I think there's a whole other things. There's a lot of opinions I have, but the one thing I do think that is straight up jacked up is how you can do something so heinous to a child and get 2 to 3 years in prison, but you can have the smallest little bit of crack on you and get 10 years. It's so backwards to me. Like, you're ruining someone's life for the rest of their life, and they're going to be scarred with that. Hopefully they can forget it, but they're going to have to reconcile with those feelings eventually and get to a place where they feel good about themselves. But for a guy that has a little teeny tiny crack rock who spent $10 on it could get 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. But somebody who ruins a child's life and does, like I said, those heinous things, 2 to 3 years, 5 years probation. Like, dude, what? No, bro, that's fucked. That's fucked. That's totally not the way it should be, in my opinion. Totally not the way it should be. But some other things I learned this weekend, man, is when I had all the homies here. Sometimes I would just take a second, just take a deep breath and just kind of look at the people I had around me, right? Like my friends and Cass and Loki, and just, it's super dope to see how far I've grown from being a teenager with these guys to now we're all in our 30s, and it's been a crazy journey, and a lot of it I haven't seen their journeys, right? We all went to high school together, I saw that, but then we all went to college. And then after that, we all got jobs. So there's a lot of it I haven't seen. So even though they're still my homies, they're still my diehard homies, they've changed. And sometimes it's not always a good change. Sometimes it's a bad change. But it's just a change. In general, it was a change. And so I got to see these changes. And a lot of it was just growing up, or a lot of it was more of diving down the rabbit hole that I thought they would be in. Like one of my homies, shickity wig wiggity big biggity bet that. One of my homies who is a bit of a talker, especially when he gets drunk, super talker. I'll call him out. His name's Tyler. super cool dude, nicest fucking dude you'll ever meet, most polite guy. Like took us to Capitol Grill, paid for it. This dude's insane. It was a very expensive dinner, by the way. $120 bottles of wine, crazy for 6 people, insane. Hey yo, fire sales? Yeah, fire sales. I'll take 1 drink of Gatorade. But me and him were sitting on the porch, and we were just talking. We were sitting on the balcony, and he goes, why do you think I talk so much? And I go, it's because you're insecure. And he goes, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, you're insecure with the silence, therefore you want to fill it up with talking because you think it's going to be awkward. Have any friends ever randomly left you? I don't think so. I've had some friends that just disappear, but it just be like that sometimes. You just grow apart. But I basically broke it down to him and kind of, because I know this guy. I know he was, okay, but I know this guy. And so I pretty much broke it down to him of why I think he talks so much. And he's like, I've never even thought about this stuff. And I was like, bro, I can read you like a book. I've known you for so long. Blather, it's good to have you out, man. Usually buy them food or something, never give them money because I don't know what they're going to spend that on. Well, some guy, it's usually not, for me, Sub, it's good to have you out, man. Thanks for the follow. For me, it's not about so much of giving them money. It's the act of doing it. I don't care what you do with the money. That is, if you want to turn around, Solita, it's good to have you. If you want to turn around and go do whatever you want with it, that is your prerogative. What I'm going to worry about is the action. I'm just going to give you the money. What's up, Blather? What's good? What's up, Solita? Lolita, what's good? We're doing life advice right now. If you guys got any questions, any direction that you need, your boy Lunar, Papa Lunar is going to take care of you. Homeless people go through socks like you wouldn't believe. Me and Castro, Lestro, it's going to have you out. Thanks for the follows, guys. I have a question. How do I find a girl? Get your head game up. Get your head game up. Maybe 1, number 2. Hey, get your head game up, buddy. Why does your mic sound like that, bro? I have no idea, but we're just writing it out right now. Yeah, get your wallet fat. If you got a big wallet, she don't care about your money. But then you run a problem of finding a gold digger, which we don't really want. Here's the best thing you can do. You can have a 3-inch dick. Go work on yourself first, bro. Go work on yourself. Get your shit figured out, and once you do, other people will flock to you. Promise. So I don't give with expectations. There you go, really bad. Exactly. Amogus, what's good, man? How you doing? But basically, man, yeah, I got a question. I like a school, yeah, but okay, Solita Lolita. Good question. So there's a girl I like at school, yeah, but she is somewhat into me, but not really. But like, I'm afraid to make advances and stuff, What should I do? So here's what you should do. You need to start cracking a casual conversation with this chick as much as you can. Consistency is key. So anytime you see her, make everything you say super situational. So if she just walked in this room right now and it was a girl I didn't know, which would be really weird, but let's say I walked into a room, right, and this girl was there. Let's say Cass was there before I knew Cass. I would ask a question that was relevant to the space that I'm in, right? So when I met Cass, for instance, babe, what was my opening line? How tall are you? She still remembers that shit to this day. That was my opening line. How tall are you? So get really good at talking about things that are just situational. Make up some shit. Oh my God, did you see the fight outside? What fight? I saw this dude fighting for air. Somebody farted in his face and he was just... And they're like, really? And you're like, no, I'm just playing. But what's going on over here? And like, here's what you need to do. You need to try to bring up something so situational. Good God, you guys are trolling hard. But if this was an actual question, you need to strike a casual conversation. It needs to be super casual, man. This needs to be super casual. You don't need to be like, don't ask her direct questions, right? Hey, what's your name? Here's the worst question you can ask a girl. Hey, what's your name? Like, Jesus, dude, are we on the 5th grade playground and you're trying to get name badges? Then never ask a girl's name, and you should never tell a girl your name. You should build enough wonder where she asks what your name is. I've done that before. Multiple parties, been there, chopping it up, hanging out with people, yada, 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 BBD, BBD, and then before you know it, they're like, who are you? And you're like, oh, I'm a loner. Being dead ass. Shit works, man. Shit works. But you got to be so sure of yourself first, and you better have your fit on check. Dress well. That's one thing that got Cass is she goes, you could dress. A lot of guys don't know how to put on clothes. Go look up a couple fashion bloggers. Go figure it out. There's a lot of different things we can do as guys to dress. If you can grow a beard, grow a beard. If you can get a haircut, go get a fade. Take care of your skin. Put on lotion. Go to the gym. All this stuff's going to make you feel a lot better. But it's just like anything. It's just like anything that I've talked about. It's like you got to keep shooting your shot. I almost bet you I've been rejected more than most of you guys. Unless you guys just shoot your shot every day, all the time. But I've shot my shot a lot. I've shot my shot a lot. And I've been shut down a lot. Been shut down a lot. So Lolita, peace. Daylon, what's good, man? How you doing? How you doing? What's good, bro? I'm doing good, man. How you doing? I don't even chase after women. It happens if it happens. Some guy called Matt. That could work to a certain extent. That could work, but you got to think about it this way: the male peacock is the one that is the colorful one, correct? And the female peacock is the one that is dull. In the animal kingdom, the male is the one that swoons and tries to persuade the woman. Why do y'all think y'all got this shit so easy? Women should, be swooned by you, but if you don't lay the game on her, right? If women do look at a man's shoes, I can vouch for that. That's why my mama taught me how to do, how to put on my shoes right. What was that one on? I like that one. Let's do Aurora. Cool. Sub, it's good to have you all. What's happening, man? I'm just lazy, I guess. Some guy called Matt. Yeah, here's the thing, man. You gotta be on top of it. You gotta be on top of it. Why are women are not easy? At least if they are easy, you probably ain't going for women of value. You're probably going for something it's like a quick buck, right? It's like, which if you want that, cool, man, cool. Just be careful. You don't want a bunch of babies running around. Peacocks. But there's a tasteful way to do it, man. If a guy has a crappy shoes on, imagine what the rest of his wardrobe. True. If a man cannot have a nice pair of shoes on, I mean, more than likely, let's be real, his room's probably not clean. Because if his outfit ain't fresh, you can bet his place ain't fresh. And I'm not saying that you got to be the freshest dude and you got to have designer this and that. Yeah, if his shoes are scuffed, what's his drawers look like? Mad for real. That is mad for real. So just look presentable, man. Like, I'm not saying you got to dress like you going to church or going to an interview, but like, dress to where you look like you got some important shit to say. That's my big thing. It's like, in college, that's what I did, is I would just dress to where it looked like I knew what the fuck I was talking about. So when I spoke, people listened. Beatmaster, it's good to have you. Yeah, have your shoes clean, man. Have your shoes. I don't, man. I don't remember that. And I don't know if you're probably trolling, so I'm probably not gonna bite. And one of my phrases, I haven't used it a ton nowadays, but look good, feel better. Have you guys noticed, like, when you put on a suit, you feel a little bit different? If you look good, you feel better, man. So wear some clothes that make you feel like you look good, because I promise you'll feel better. Nobody in a suit is going to probably walk up all sluggish with their shoulders down. Like, you're going to wear a suit and you're going to be like, oh, damn, I'm wearing a suit. Like, I'm in there. Nice outfit makes you feel good, man. And people treat you differently. If you show up in something nice, people aren't going to treat you like this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. But if you're wearing baggy pants, scuffed ass shoes, shirt with a coffee stain on it, no matter how sick your cut is, how well you speak, people are going to think you're a joke, but just by your appearance. 75% of somebody's perception of you is superficial. It's the way you look. Now, you can either try to argue with that, or you can get on the bandwagon, because people really judge you on how you look way more than you think. So fucking look the part, dude. Look the part. If you're gonna try to talk, at least try to walk the walk. At least try to look presentable. At least look presentable, bro. I'm not saying you gotta wear a suit everywhere you go. That's what I did when I was in college. Is I was wearing suits all the time. I was wearing suit, because I got treated so much differently. I would dress like a kid and get treated a certain way, but I'd dress in a suit and people would treat me completely different. People would open the door for me. People would say, wow, like, who is this dude? Like, there were so many times where I remember just walking through the cafe and they're like, who is this guy? He's fucking dressed sharp. I was shitty sharp. But then you stop doing that and people are like, oh, zoot now, no zoot suits, nothing like that. But like, you know, like, I always look classy. I never look trashy. I never looked like super dressed down unless it was like a rehearsal. But most of the time I was, you know, looking classy because it made me carry myself a different way and it made me speak a certain way. Throw back a bottle of beer, hell right. So yeah, try to get your wardrobe in check. And I'm telling you right now, style is cheap, brands are expensive. So style is cheap, man. You can look fresh off of you can have champagne taste off a beer budget and look fresh, bro. You can look fresh off of a $50 fit, $100, even a $100 fit. I could make you look dank off a $100 fit. Maybe not shoes and all, but a $100 fit, I could get you a pretty good pair of shoes. We go to Ross, get you some loafers or something, get you a nice fitted pair of jeans, get you a nice shirt, maybe a blazer. But I can get all that for under $100 and make you look fresh as shit. I used to do it. I was a broke college student. Ask my mom. I was broke. I didn't have a bunch of money for clothes, but I could go to Goodwill and spot the right stuff, and then I would spend like $40 on a pair of jeans, and I'm like, boom, outfit. There we go. Go to H&M all the time. Like church boys and never get late. Well, Beatmaster, here's the problem with that. Once they start talking, they realize he ain't about the shits. But if you can look the way you look, and then when you speak, they're like, oh, he bout the shits, then, bro, the sky's the limit. Look at how fine Cass is. You see how fine she is. I'm a normal-looking dude. I got a big forehead, a crooked nose. I'm not like chiseled jawline. I'm not Christian Bale, Brad Pitt you know what I'm saying? I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm an average dude. But when I speak, people listen. That's a big difference between, you know, me and other dudes, is when I talk, people listen up. Yeah, I would buy them at Goodwill, and then I would sew them up to fit. I like to wear stylish clothes. If I look good, I feel good. Hey, that's what I'm saying. Style is cheap. Brands are expensive. What is a good age to move out of your parents' house? I'm 21, making $60K a year. Polar dreams, it depends on what you want. If I was you, stay living with your mama till you 22, 23. Save up your bread and go move somewhere and be comfortable, bro. Wish I was making that kind of money when I was 21. So if I was you, stay home for another year or two. Stack up your bread. Move. Go to a place that you feel like you would want to live and start your own life. Because one of the biggest things that's going to hold you back is not moving out of your hometown and not moving out of your parents' house. Move out your parents' house, move out of your hometown. Just some advice. If you and your parents get along, stay and save that cheddar. That's what I'm saying. Mukbang, if you ain't fighting with them, if they ain't pissing you off, if you can still live kind of a comfortable life and be sane. Personally, as soon as I was 18, I was like, I'm never going back home. I wanted my independence really bad. Love my mom to pieces. Love her so much. She's in the chat. Clay Salt, love you. Would die for you. But I wanted my independence, and Cass is the same way. As soon as we could get out the house, I was like, boom, I'm gone. Couldn't do it. I dipped. As soon as it could happen, I dipped. Went to college, barely went back home, and then eventually I was like, all right, I'm out. I'm moving to Austin. But I don't know, man. You could probably like stay at home for a little bit if you want. If you want to do another year, if you want to do another 2 years, whatever. But I think about like around 22, 23, you need to go. I love you too, Clayso. You need to go start your own life, man. Hey, Leonard, what's up? What's up, star player? You need to go start your own life. And if you make a $60K a year and you can save that money, save at least half of it, maybe spend half of it on the things that you like, and get you enough money for like an emergency fund, to get you enough money for the furniture that you're going to have to buy, figure out where you want to move, and fucking dip. Go live your life. Go make some friends in a new area. If you can keep your job, I mean, what's holding you back from moving? I was making $0 a year, and I wasn't living at home. I just moved out. I had my scholarship. I had college paid for. My grandparents helped a little bit. And then what I said is, I'm going to move out to Austin. Y'all pay for 1 month's rent, and then I'm going to get a job. And I got a job, and the rest is history. I've been here like 6 years. But it's kind of like going to the gym. The hardest part about going to the gym is going to the motherfucking gym. A lot of people are afraid to take one step because you're embarrassed. If you're not willing to look foolish as a beginner, you'll never be revered as an expert. You have to embarrass yourself in the beginning. You have to do things that you're very uncomfortable with. And it's never too late to start. You can start tomorrow. You can be 40. Paula Deen didn't start cooking professionally until she was 42. Think about that. Paula Deen didn't start doing, and she's all over TV. She made it. Paula Deen made it, but she didn't do that shit until she was 42. I didn't start streaming until I was 29, 28. So it's never too late. Most dudes that start streaming, they stream when they're fucking 16, 17, and they stream for 10 years, and by the time they're 30, they've got it. Moved to Austin with nothing but some clothes and an old Camry car. That's all I had. I had a beater car, had some clothes, and nothing else. Living with people, living with friends. Used to love Paula Deen, and then she got canceled. She got canceled hard. She was on MasterChef, though, I'll tell you that. And that bitch is old. And she is country as hell. I don't know if she plays it up, but she's hilarious. Yeah, Paula Deen, she you got to watch it, man. You can't be dropping N-bombs. You could even buy weights and a bench. I mean, you could. But, like, if you are not happy with where you at, the only thing that's going to get you out is action. Not none of this talking shit. Not none of this meditating. Yeah, okay, y'all just going to put another stick of butter in this salad for some flavor. Yeah, my mom went back to college at the age of 49 and became a nurse. Let that sink in. The age of 49 to go and be a nurse. She didn't even know how to do algebra. Y'all, some of y'all been doing algebra since she was 15. Mom was 49 when she went back to college. Isn't that crazy? But she was like, something's got to change, son. Something's got to change. And I was like, go back to college. Go. You're smart. Go. You always wanted to be a nurse? Go be a nurse. 3 or 4 years later, she was a nurse. And now she's one of the most sought-after nurses in my hometown, in Paris. That's super. He's telling y'all. That's what I'm saying. I was like, go back to college. I was like, if nobody else is going to push you to do it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to sit here and tell you, go do it. What's the worst thing that can happen? You're going to fail? Well, hey, newsflash, who cares? I failed a lot of classes. Ask my mom. Failed a lot of classes. Didn't give a damn. Kept it pushing. But as men, we, and this is where it comes back to the men and women thing, but as men, we understand that nobody's going to save us. Nobody's going to save me. Nobody's going to save me. If I was getting beat up in the street right now, nobody's going to jump in and help. People are going to watch me get my ass rocked. But if you see a woman out there getting beat, you can bet 5, 6 dudes are going to jump in and beat the living shit out of the guy that's putting his hands on this girl. It's just real. I've seen it. Really bad. You would help, but if I saw 2 guys tussling, I'm like, I'm going to let these men handle their business. If I see a dude swinging on a chick, I'm stepping in. Because with men, let's say me and Brett Smacker are talking, or CJ, we're out and about, and we're strangers. With men, with what I say, there's always a low-level threat of violence. I could say something that could really make them mad. Man, Vero, it's good to have you out. I could say something. What's good, man? How you doing? I could say something really that irks him, and there's going to be a low-level threat of violence between two men, right? I've got to be respectful to you. I can't just come up, start pushing you, spitting in your face, clapping in your face like, I will beat your motherfucking ass. I can't do that stuff. I can't slap you in the face. If I slapped another man in the face, I would expect for him to beat my ass. You know what I mean? But as a woman, you guys see it all the time. She could go up, spit in a dude's face, clap in all his face, slap him, kick him in the nuts, even punch him, and a man just has to sit there and take it. That's why the whole equality argument, I'm like, y'all don't want it. Y'all don't want equality. I promise you don't. I promise you don't. You don't want that. You don't want it. It's okay. Because you guys have been put on a pedestal enough. Rich the Kid's going to have you. Women have been put on a pedestal enough. It's like, take the pedestal. Shit, I wish I had the shits. I wish I could just spit and slap and kick anybody I wanted to and nothing would happen. I'd be like, dude, I'd be the happiest dude ever. But with me, I got to worry about there's a low-level threat of violence no matter where I go. I'm a taller guy as it is. People think tall guys are tough. I'm not tough. If I'm out with Cass, let me give you an example. I was out with Cass just this weekend at the damn pool, right? This is kind of a random example. Nothing was going to happen or anything. You see that shirt, Thomas, former club promoter? Yeah. Exactly. I thought you said shirt. So I'm out at the pool, right? It's me and the homies, and it's a couple people that know me and Cass, right? They know me and Cass. Couple guys, girls, mainly guys. Of course, who would have thought a bunch of guys like Cass? Who would have fucking thought? Anyways, I get out there. Immediately, they're like, yo, where's Cass? And I'm like, I'm here. Y'all don't want to say nothing to me? And these are dudes that have girlfriends. Both these dudes got girlfriends. And they're like, where's Cass? Where's Cass? Where's Cass? I'm like, why are y'all worried about my girl? Whatever. I'll go ahead and brush it off. Right? A little bit of time goes by. And before you know it, Cass shows up. And what do these two dirty little scoundrel gremlins do? They walk straight up to Cass. And I was going to let her kind of do her own thing because Cass doesn't come out there and want to be like, hey, everybody. Hey, guys. What's going on? That's not Cass. Cass wants to go up. She wants to find her space. She wants to catch a vibe for a second. Then she wants to step out and talk to people. That's her fucking thing. That's what she does. You know? That's her shit. Don't ask me. That's what she does. I'm not like that. I go in. I fucking talk to everybody. I'm loud. That's just what I do. We're different. It's okay, though. It's okay. Either way, we go out there. I'm with Cass talking to her. I see these fucking vultures just fucking come up to Cass. And one of them has met Cass. How many times you met that dude? Once? Met this dude one time. And he's like, Cass, how was Vegas? Bring it in. And like gives Cass a hug. I'm like, his girlfriend's standing right here. Right next to me. I'm like, you hugging my girl? Well, your girl, like, what? Met this motherfucker one time. And this dude thinks he's cool enough to start asking Cass how Vegas was and giving her a hug. And I'm just telling you, dude, like, yeah, great supine protoplasmic invertebrate jellies. So these fucking meat bags, they just think that they can, like, they just want to talk to a pretty girl. Because their girls are beat. I'll say it right now. I'll say it in front of them. Your girl beat. Both of the girls were beat. Not cute. Beat. Overweight. Beat. Being real with it. Droko, it's good to have you. Not on my girl's level. At all. At all, at all. When we walk through, we get looks. When y'all walk through, y'all get ignored. Big difference between me and you. But I've worked real hard for this shit. I'm at the gym every day and I try to eat right. She was beat. And that's nothing on them. That's just real. You don't like it? Change your reality. I'm being real. I ain't fucking around. Because that shit pissed me off. Hugged her and was like, oh my God, how was Vegas? And this and that. And this other guy was just getting ridiculously close to Cass. And I walked off thinking, oh. Thanks. I appreciate that, Drock. It's good to have you, man. I'm sitting there like, okay, we've got this out of the way. They know Cass is here. I'm going to go ahead and walk off. I walk off, and then this dude is getting like ridiculously close to Cass. Luckily, my homie Tyler was there because Tyler was like, all right, let's go this way. But this dude's like trying to grab Cass's drink, like trying to openly flirt with her. He has a girlfriend there. He has a motherfucking girlfriend there. She beat, but she there. So I'm like, what is it in these can I say that word? What is it with these beta-ass men that think that, oh, they see a pretty girl, oh, I can talk to her, well, let me just talk to her. Like, these dudes just want to talk to a hot girl. What's the difference between me and you? You talk a good one, but you don't do what you're supposed to do. Facts. But it just really pissed me off, man. It really pissed me off. Because I wanted to just go out there and have a good time. Aisha, what are we talking about? We're talking about when I was at the pool and Cass came down and there was these two little vultures, these little scum nuggets. They were basically like, where's Cass? Where's Cass? And when Cass showed up, they were like, one of the dudes hugged Cass. He's met her one time. He has met her one time. Why the fuck are you hugging another dude's girlfriend? I would never walk up to your girlfriend and be like, Hannah, bring it in. Like, no. I'm never going to, like, hug your chick, bro. Got a serious question. So I just met the second cousin for the first time in my whole life. I feel like she's coming on to me strong. What to do in this situation? I'm the guy. Second cousin? Bro, it's your family. Are you stupid? No. Bullseye. Oh, hey, what's up, Bullseye? 13 months. Shiggity's in the chat for Bullseye. Thanks so much. Appreciate that, homie. Bro, it's your cousin. Get out of here. Yeah, back off from your family. What's up, dude? How you doing, Bullseye? How you been, man? How you doing, baby? Yeah, get the fuck... Get out of here if you're going to talk dumb shit. Get out of here. It's stupid. Somebody else came in here with that dumb shit. How do I good money after coming home from prison? How do you get money? Construction. Start a YouTube channel talking about the stories of what you saw in prison. A lot of guys do it. A lot of guys do really well. Go walk around in your make food or make money. Make good money. How do I make good money after coming home from prison? Bro, you can do one of two things. You can go. I'm pretty sure you can probably unless you did some real heinous shit and you kind of nasty and you a pedo, I'm going to just act like you just like did hard drugs or robbed somebody. I'm going to act like that. Go get you a construction job. Go get you a job that doesn't do any background checks, that gives you daily pay, and go bust your ass for a little bit. Bust your ass. I'm talking 40, 60-hour weeks. Because if you're not ready to do that, you're not going to want to hear the rest of the shit I got to say. 40 to 60 hours a week. Bust your motherfucking cheeks. And on the days... busting cheeks is a different connotation in prison, but you could do porn but here's the thing, porn's not easy. A lot of guys are like, I'll just do porn. Are you in great shape?
Bullseye 121,212 cheered X100. So what you been doing?
Bullseye, so what I've been doing? Thanks so much for the biddy. So what have I been doing? Man, I've been doing life. I've been loving life, doing life hard, man. So I've been out and about with Cass. We did the July 4th thing. Nice, it's worked completely. Thank God. We're going to do more. I'm going to do desktop streams once I figure this shit out. If you're attractive, do OnlyFans. OnlyFans is kind of like, you got to have kind of a fan base, or you got to be really good looking. Employment agencies willing to pay you cash, but here's the thing, bro. If you want to do porn, this shit's not as easy as you think. You better be able to have a great body. You better be able to get rock hard for a long time, not bust a nut quickly, be able to... like be bucking a girl, pull out, skeet on her face. It's just not as easy as you think. Go do an audition, and I promise you'd be like, damn, this is a lot more difficult. I watched Johnny Sins talk about it, and he's like, this shit's not easy. He's like, now once you get the hang of it, yeah, it's easy. But he's like, porn's not as easy as you would think. You got to be in good shape to do porn, man. But yeah, but here's what you do. Go find you a temp job, doing construction, go bust your ass, and then on like 2 or 3 days out of the week, just record yourself talking about stories in prison. I promise you, Prison Mike, if you've been there for a little bit of time, you probably have seen some shit. Go share your stories, bro. Go share your stories. Go talk about the shit that you saw. I've never been to prison. I've been to county jail twice. I mean, yeah, porn's a whole nother beast, man. I wouldn't ever say like,
Bullseye
yeah,
121,212.
Oh yeah, Bullseye.
Cheered X 100. That's how I made my money.
That's how you made your money? Yeah, don't be camera shy. That's how you made your money? That's how Bullseye's an oil prince now. God damn it. But yeah, you gotta have a lot going on, man. Like, I don't even think I could do porn. There's just a lot to it. Like, you gotta really be rocking and cocking out there. They'd look at my shit and be like, sir, this isn't the shrimp buffet. We're looking for rock hard, like, cannons. This isn't the shrimp etouffee corner. Like, sir, you better be rocking and cocking. You better not be showing up with a damn shrimperton. I'll be like, well, it's a little cold in here. It's a little cold. It ain't cold. Get out. Sir, we're looking for straight schlongs, okay? Have you ever seen The Never-Ending Story? That's what we're looking for. And you today really aren't cutting the mustard. You look like a shrimp etouffee. So we're going to have to say respectfully, sir, it's not our cup of tea. Okay? I don't even think you could fill up, I don't even think you could fill up a small 5-hour energy.
Knuckle Duster
appreciate the
6,920
buckaroo.
donated $1. If you could pick any career you wish
Thanks
you
so
would
much
have
for the
gotten into at a
buckaroni.
younger age, what would it be
I don't know if
and
you had a
why?
TTS in there. Bro, if you guys haven't seen... What did I just tune into? We're talking about some crazy shit. Bro, if you guys have not seen that sex life scene, it's gonna... Oh, it played the TTS. What did it say? Because I couldn't hear it. There is an echo. It's gonna... Oh, it played the TTS. What did it say? Because I couldn't hear it. But it's gonna be okay, I promise. Yeah, watch your mouth. Here, I'm gonna take away the audio input, and then I'm gonna add it again and see if this does anything. So just give me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Let's delete it from all the scenes here. Delete, delete, delete. Thanks so much for the $1. Yo, check. Let's see. Yo. Check. Is that any better? Can you guys hear me now? Is that any better? Perfect now. Is that alright? Is that any better? Fixed now? Well, fucking hell, mate. That's all you gotta tell me. That's all you gotta tell me from now, alright? Alright. We fixed it, mate. There we go. Mate. But yes, go watch Sex Life. It's a show on Netflix. Go watch Sex Life. What is it, babe? Like the 4th episode, and fast forward to 19 minutes and 50 seconds. 3rd episode. Ooh, boy. Don't watch it with your mama around. All I'm saying, that shit, me and Cash showed me that, and I was like this dude, seriously, it was like this, but longer. This dude straight up like, it was the biggest. Honestly, I couldn't believe it. I thought it was fake. I thought it was fake. I went to look, and boy, I was like, God.
Star Player 1 cheered X 100.
Star Player, thanks so much
You're
for the
amazing,
biddies.
Loon.
Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. It's good to have you out, my friend. It's good to have you out. Thank you so much. Thanks, Star Player. I appreciate that, homie. Let's see if I can't. I think it's under. Is it under donos? Oh, it should be under alerts. Yeah. Monitor and output. Should be playing through. Not sure why I'm hearing it. It reaches. Oh my God. Yeah.
Bullseye 121,212
what woman who's
cheered
no,
X
here's the thing.
100. Lunar, do you remember sex talker Sue Johansson?
Oh my gosh. Yes, Bullseye. I do remember that person. I remember her. Sue Johansson. Yeah, she was like that. She was like that older lady who would talk real late at night. She would talk real late at night. She'd be like, "What do you want to please your man? You just gotta stick a pinky up in his butthole and snap
Star
twice."
Player 1 cheered X100. Watch one of the coolest guys on Twitch right here, right now.
Star Player, thanks, homie. I appreciate that. Watching one of the coolest guys on Twitch, man. Here right now. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Have I been playing any games lately? Polar Dreams. You know I've been on that COD, man. You know I've been on that COD hard, dude. Dude, that was so awkward. She was so old, but she had some good tips, man. She had some real good tips, literally. She had some good tips. She knew what she was talking about. She really did know. She knew what she was talking about, man. She was all about it though. I was like, damn, this bitch is crazy, man. Like she talking about some weird shit. I remember one time, bro. I think I was like 7th grade, and I was living in the country. My mom had gotten married. I think it was just her 3rd husband, I believe. I'm not trying to put you on blast, Claysel. I just talk reality. Okay, so here's what it is. 3rd husband. I had to change school districts, and I'm out there, bro. And apparently, we had cable at the time, and I remember scrolling. And y'all know those sex channels that you never have because your parents never pay for them? We actually had one.
212 cheered X100.
It was crazy.
So are you saying Fardy can thank her for all your skills, lol?
Yes, it's exactly what it is, Bullseye. It's exactly what it is. The scrambled ones, oh man, oh yeah, those. But like, we finally got that channel, and yes, yeah, Bullseye, exactly. But no, it was. I just remember seeing it and being like, oh my god! And they had like their own reality TV, like sex TV shows. I was like, oh my god. This is next level. It was crazy. Here's how crazy that shit was. This is, but it got turned off like the next day because my mom found out, and then my stepdad got in trouble and shit like that. But it was wild. It was a Playboy channel, I think, or it might have been Hustler or something. Either way, they're like talking, and the first show is like, all right, they just doing it. They just doing the dirty. Cool, whatever. I'm down with that. Do your thing, yada yada yada. That's cool, whatever. But the next one, they had like 2 special guests, and then they were like taking callers. And this dude liked to be pegged. So his chick was like pegging him on this show, and they was like taking call. Bro, I was like, what the fudge is going on? I was like, this is a little much for me. And he was ranting and raving about it. He's like, oh, this we started spicing things up in the bed. And I'm like, spicing things up? I'll lick Tabasco off your feet, but you ain't about to peg me, sir. I got shit to do tomorrow. I got places to sit tomorrow. Not about to be sitting on a opened up booty hole. They were taking calls too, man. It was crazy. I was like, pegging is a thing? What? That's an exit hole only. Unless you swing that way, mine's a butthole. It's not a bussy. Big difference. Big difference. But that's just, it was weird, bro. It was weird. I was very, very perplexed. And I had to get on. I changed it real quick. I was like, all right. I did watch for a second, though. It's kind of like watching a car wreck. You're like, ee! You hear the, and you're looking. You're just like, where's the crash? Where's the crash? Fudge, it didn't crash. American Pie did change a generation. But I just remember, Mukbang. I know you know that one. You dirty little bitch. It all started with a finger, dude. Before you know it, 2 fingers, and then 3 fingers, and then before you know it, dude, it's like, fuck, I got like 4 fingers in there, dude. This is getting deep, bro, and I'm not talking about a good story, bro. But it'd be like that. It'd be like that, bro. And so I saw that and was like, I was blown away. I was like, wow, this is a thing? I just didn't even know that was a thing. I thought that was like, I just didn't think people did that. I knew something could go up in there, but I was like, people don't do that. People don't get pegged. Let's be real. I didn't even know what pegging was. I was like, women don't put on strap-ons and do dudes like that. I mean, come on, that's for women. They do that with each other. You know, it's another thing I've noticed. I've been seeing a lot of lesbian couples lately. And not all of them, but with some of these lesbian couples, one of the chicks looks like a dude and the other one is kind of girly. Is that a thing? Or is that all anecdotal? Because it seems like these women are still looking for like a masculine figure, but like a stud. There's like a stud or a butch and a femme. Because I'm like, if y'all was really lesbians, you would want your girl to look like super feminine. You know what I mean? But it's like you still want that dynamic between one of y'all looks kind of dudey and one of y'all looks kind of girly. I don't know. It's weird. A butch and a femme. Oh, okay.
Bullseye
I'm seeing lesbians left.
121,212 cheered X100. I am a lesbian trapped in a man's body, lol.
Bullseye. I'm a lesbian trapped in a man's body. God damn it. Oh man, I feel you on that, Bullseye. I feel you on that. Me too, man. Me too, actually. So it's crazy. I don't think they particularly look for someone like that. It's just a lot of lesbians are like that to begin with. That's weird to me. Because I feel like, oh, you're a lesbian, you're into chicks, you probably want a girly girl. But I don't know. I just saw it and was very like, Because I see dudes who are like, I think there's some gay dudes here that live in my apartment, and both of them just look like dudes. Like one of them's not like prancing around. They're just both dudes. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense. You guys like dudes. But with girls, it's like, no, one of us has to be more masculine. And I'm like, isn't that the dynamic that you get with a man? Are you just with her because she eats your kuka better? Because she looks like a dude. Does she like... And what also gets me is these lesbians, they put on strap-ons. I'm like, isn't that kind of... You can get a dude with it. There's a lot of dudes out there that'll probably pork you. Promise you. Dudes are pretty shallow. They'll probably get in there. Just ask. Oh, that's weird. Or asexual too. It's not always like that, to be honest. Some present more feminine aspects and just don't. I don't know. It's weird. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of defeating the purpose, right? Like
Tonus 101 cheered X100. IS, are you working out? I am 2 months deep. Dips are quality and chin-ups.
I see you working out 2 months deep. Okay. I see you, Tony. Big dog. Hey, keep that shit up, homie. Keep hitting the gym. Keep doing your thing, big dog. Keep going out there and hitting that gym. Make that gym your bitch. Do it every day. Who's this kid? Who is this kid? How did this kid get? How did this kid even get back? This kid he's like, I'm gonna make another account with another email address. How much time do you have? Like he got banned immediately. I banned him, but like, oh yeah, I timed him out. Too much time. Yes, like he sat there and waited. Like, what is wrong? Like, I don't get. Some people, it blows me away. Oh, I thought he like went and made another account. I was like, bro, you got too much time on your hands. We talking about a whole other thing here, and you want to people got too much damn time on their hands. That's the biggest thing. Too much time on their hands. Some people got too much time on their damn hands, bro. Blows me away. Blows me the fudge away. You look like you live underwater with that background. Oh, you like that? I got the colors changing. Audio fixed. I got banned. Better than making a 13th account. Facts. Machine Elf, I did fix the audio. Welcome back. The audio is fixed, my man. But hey, y'all hit me with some questions, man. Hit me with some questions. What do you guys got for me? I want to talk life. They also got to verify a new email. That's too much. Would you get banned for such a dumb reason? I know, bro. It's so stupid. Some people just don't. They ain't got nothing better to do. Questions, guys. We're gonna be fielding some questions. Soon, I pork chicks. No COVID restrictions next week. There you go, Tony. Bro, just keep at the gym, man. Keep at it. Keep at it, big dog. Stay at the gym. Stay on your grind. Stay on your grizzy. Get the shits in. Did you go out for the 4th? Yes, I did. I did go out for the 4th, but it was mainly for the pool. So I'm just going to answer any question. You guys answer me, whatever. CJ, he did the same thing. Ooh, good question, Bullseye. I'll live the best life. I got you, Tony. But I did get out for the 4th. We went to the pool, had some homies over, drank a whole bunch of beer, probably drank way too much beer, and had armadillo eggs, here's what an armadillo egg is. It's a jalapeno slice with a little bit of cream cheese, chicken wrapped in bacon, and then you put that on a grill or a smoker. It's fucking delicious, dude. You'd love it. How do you live your best life? Live your best life by waking up and living your purpose. Purpose over pleasure. Wake up every day. Be consistent as possible. Have your day planned out. Give back. Show love to others. And wash, rinse, repeat. Wash your ass. Do that too. What do you think of the hot tub streams? I think it's beautiful. I think they got cucked pretty hard when they had to create their own other category. Once they created that category, as you noticed, a lot of those guys aren't doing it near as much. Now they're doing ASMR farting streams. So the meta has changed. Nice. I went to fireworks, nothing special. There were fireworks over at my place too. Go to the gym consistently. No, man, it was, yeah, dude, if you guys have never tried armadillo eggs, you got to try the armadillo eggs, man. That's some southern shit. We used to make those in college. I'd make them in high school, but it's like I said, you have a jalapeno, take out the seeds, unless you want that shit just dumb, stupid spicy. Take the seeds out. A little bit of cream cheese, a piece of chicken, wrap that in bacon, you can put it on a skewer. You could put a toothpick on it. It's what I always would do, and then just throw that on the grill, throw it on the smoker, whatever. A smoker is the best because it's like, it makes that bacon just so, oh my god, it's so good. Yeah, let's get stupid, dude. Hot tub streams. Well, it's like pools, sand, or something like. I'm from and never heard of it. I'm gonna look it up though. Yeah, look it up. Armadillo eggs. You guys like that? Dude, that person who got banned, DM me. Come on, I don't. Dude, I don't know this kid. Dude, some people, man, they got more time than anything. A lot of these people sit inside and just want to be trolls, which I get it. Let me tell you a funny story. I might have told you guys this already, but I was at work the other day. I was at work the other day, and I get a call, like an inbound call, and I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" And he's like, "Hello." I immediately was like, "This is a small, frail woman, or this is a little." This is a small male child, a little boy child. And he's like, "Hello, I'm looking for a house over here." I was like, "Well, I don't really do anything like that. I'm more to this specific product." And he's like, "Well, have you ever heard of Lifetime Fitness?" I was like, "Yeah, like the gym." Or no, what'd he say? He's like, "Have you ever heard of like Lifetime, like the gym?" I was like, "Yeah, I've heard of Lifetime." He's like, "Well, how about Lifetime fitting these nuts in your mouth?" And then like 7 kids just start dying laughing. Just and I start laughing too because he got me. He got me. He got me. I sell a product called Opcity. It's OPCITY. But he got me, bro. He got me. It was bad. And then another kid was like, he said something about jumbo, but I don't remember what he said about jumbo. It was something jumbo. And then they just started, and then I just tried to troll them back, but it didn't really work. I was like, "We're tracking your IPs and all these calls are recorded." And he's like, "You're not tracking my IP. I'm not on the internet." And I was just like, kid's actually kind of smart. So I was kind of bummed, but it's whatever. And then I hung up on him. I won, I guess, but he did get me. He's like, "Lifetime Fitness, dick in your mouth." I was like, "Oh fuck," and I just started laughing. It was actually pretty funny. I started laughing. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, come on, it's pretty for a kid. That's actually not bad. Lifetime Fitness, dick in your mouth. It's not bad, right? Right? I miss being a kid. You got put a 1 in the chat if you used to prank call people. 1 in the chat. 1 in the chat if you used to prank call people. I probably did make his day, to be honest with you. 1 in the chat if you used to prank call people. 1's in the chat used to prank call. Let me tell you, if you ever want to prank call somebody as an adult, here's the best one you can do. Call up the liquor store, okay? Call up the liquor store and ask them if they have any cider. And they'll be like, "Yeah, we got cider." Okay, well, we'll be like, what brands do you have, or what kind of cider do you have? We'll be like, do you have any apple cider? And they'll be like, "Yeah, we have some apple cider." Be like, "Okay, well, do you have? I heard there's a new cider out. It's the Dickens. It's Dickens cider. Do you guys have any of that?" And if they're like, "Let me search," and then they search, and they're like, "I'm not seeing that we have it." I'm like, "Could you ask somebody?" And they'll be like, "Yeah, one sec." Do we have any Dick Insider? No? Yeah, I don't think we have any Dick Insider. Like, you guys don't? Damn. What about... Do you have any... there's a new one. It's called David... I think it's a Cock Insider. Do you have any David Cock Insider? Well, let me ask. Do we have any Cock Insider? No? No Cock Insider? Sir, we don't have any Cock Insider either. Dang. Okay, well, thank you, guys. That's the way you should do it. Heard this on a morning radio show. Do Cock Insider, Dick Insider. Bro, it's so funny. It doesn't work every time because you have to get them to basically repeat it. Like, Dick Insider, I don't know if we have that one. And I always ask, well, could you just ask somebody real quick? It's like, yeah, real quick. Do we have any Cock Insider? And before you know it, they're like, all right, I know where this is going. That used to be the one I would do. We would play Ding Dong Ditch. Remember when you would knock on somebody's door and just straight bolt, like, and then just fucking hub out of that hoe? We used to do that shit all the time. And, bro, people would get so fucking mad. Looking back on it, it was a really bad idea to do that in Texas, knocking on people's door and running away, because, like, people would just show up, fucking pull up. You ever TP a house? I've TP'd a house. I've TP'd front yards. I've, what else have I done? I've pissed in people's gas tanks. I've, what else have I done? I've thrown mustard balloons at people. I've thrown rocks off of a bridge and tried to hit cars. I've egged houses. I've egged cars. Now, it's not like I was out every day. I'm like, all right, who's getting it today? I was like, who's getting it today? I woke up, who's getting it today? But it's like, you know, I did maybe 2 or 3 over my career. Egg in a house, TP in a house, you know what I mean? I do need a whooping. We have a phone jacker, a TV show guy does voices and prank calls. That's pretty funny. Phone jacker, a TV show. A guy does voices and prank calls. Bro, I'd love to. You don't understand how much I would love to do prank calls, but you can't do prank calls on here. It's against TOS. May have to do that on YouTube. We're just like calling people from Craigslist and acting like a complete igmo. That was bad, man. There's nothing to do when you're poor in a small town. Besides drugs, really not a lot to do. You kind of just like, you're like, all right, how can we make something fun? I didn't really have like the latest. I had an Xbox, but you get tired of playing the same game over and over and over and over, and your mom's not going to buy you a new one as soon as you beat it. So have fun with it. Back in the day when you played a game like 5 times, you beat it, and you beat it again, and then you beat it again, and then you beat it again, and you're like, all right, beat this game about 7 times. Can I have a new one? Nope, you've only had it for a week. Fuck. And then I found Halo, which I started playing online, which that was much easier because I could play with other people, and that was better. But for the longest, man, you play those games a couple times, you're like, man, I've already beat this shit. I'm over it. I'm done. There's only 60 hours of gameplay. I done it 12 times. I'm over this game. The Jerky Boys reminds me of Crank Yankers. In my school, someone took the teacher's tires. Damn. Bro, you know what's crazy? Is y'all know I got kicked out of high school for smoking weed at a band trip in a hotel and snitched on myself. They didn't have no evidence of me. But my principal, that was the principal that was like, well, yeah, you're not much we can do. You're pretty much gone, buddy. He put, because we had to dissect cats, he put a piece of a dead cat in a girl's food. Didn't even get in trouble. I was like, what the I was like, fuck, I'll smoke a little bit of... Even the teachers, when I got kicked out, they're like, yeah, back in my day, they just said don't do it. But now it's different. It's just bullshit, man. Like, my mom's been, or my uncle got pulled over for having beer in his truck, open container, and they just sent him home. Nowadays, DWI. Jail. I watch streamers who prank call on Twitch, never get banned. They call Walmart, for example, and pretending to be employees, calling in sick for looking for someone, etc. You can do that. I beat Resistance, Fall of Man 64. That's what I'm saying, Pro Skills. You beat these games 1,000 times. You're like, all right, I'm sick of this shit. I heard the story about the guy who was, the PDP's over his shoulder. Super Junior think 1 year of continuous subbing. Oh my God. Shiggity's in the chat. Shiggity's in the chat for Super Junior. Thank you so much, Super Junior. I appreciate that. 12 months in a row, you got your dragon, man. Welcome to the gang. Polar Dreams has got his Frieza. Soon to have his Cell, and then he will have his dragon. Shiggity's in the chat. You can prank call scammers on Twitch. I've been on Twitch for over a year. It's been about 13, 14 months, I think. It's crazy. I don't play, boy. We don't play, boy. We don't. We really don't. Do you guys like the plant? I convinced Cass to let me pull the plant from the living room and put it in here. You guys like the plant? It's fake. Do you like it? Is it good? Do you like it? Do you like it? Is it good? Yeah, that's good. But how do you know? Here's the thing. I wouldn't mind calling scammers. How the buck do you know who a scammer is, though? Like, how do I know who to call? How do I know, like, oh, I need to call this person? That is a dream catcher in the back. Here, let me give you guys a little tour here. I'm wearing shorts, so don't judge me. I wasn't planning on standing up. Look, I wore like a really nice shirt and like some jean shorts, so don't judge me. See if I can get some length on this bad boy. Okay, so here, or maybe we should do it like this. Here, we have a plant that is fake. Behind me, if this could focus for shit. Focus, you fuck. Whatever. Here we have these two little spur-looking things. They're like spurs. I really don't know what. Whatever. And then we have the cow skull, and we have the arrows, and a dream catcher. That's it, boys. Basically, yeah, this is a half-dressed man. Yeah, basically, I wasn't prepared to stand up. I was gonna be honest with you. I was probably gonna sit down the whole time. Do you see the new documentary that Paul did? I did not see a new Ice documentary. What is this? What is this documentary you speaketh of? YouTube? Is it on you? What is it on? Is it? I don't see it. I don't see nothing. I'm looking on YouTube.
Tonus 101 cheered X100.
Tony's, thanks so much for the 100 biddies. Yeah, do you see? I didn't see it. You looked fine. Nothing wrong with it. Thanks so much, Aisha. I appreciate that. React to it. It's cool with me. Talked about some stuff. Appreciate the 100 biddies. Yeah, I'll have to watch it. I don't know where it is. I don't know. You rich yet? No. Definitely not. Definitely not. Post links in the Discord if you would, Mukbang. Post links in the Discord if you would. Do we need to start doing some type of podcast? I'm thinking about doing something where we have people come in and we do kind of like we'll do a podcast style show. Why maybe get some people to come on, you know what I mean? Oh, if you guys aren't following, make sure you follow. If you haven't hit the bell note or bell icon or what is it on here where you can get notified? You can get notified of when I go live. So definitely do that so that way you guys know what's up. Oh wow, yeah, this is like an actual like an hour and 40-minute documentary. So was this made by him, or was this an interview? If it's an interview with somebody. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, For real, join the Discord. Let you know way before the Twitch app would chime you when you're online. Yes, go get on the Discord. This way you guys know what the fuck is going on when we go live, boys. This interview, cool. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. I'll have to hit them up. I'll have to hit him up. See what's happening with him. But yeah, dude, get in the Discord. This is a podcast. The only thing you do is add people with chat over Discord while you're streaming. Shit, let's do it right now. Who wants to jump in? Don't be crazy though. Hey, don't be crazy though. Don't be so crazy. So crazy. Don't be so crazy, okay? I'll jump in this little chat. What is it? The general chat? Yo. All right, I'm in the general chat in the Discord. You still making tunes? Yes, sir. Just dropped an EP, boy. So if somebody wants to chat, I'm in the general chat on Discord right now. I'm ready. Right? Screaming, right? Be absolutely ape shit. Now, I'll make sure that I'm watching who jumps in. So if you guys go to the Discord, you go to the voice channels. There's voice chat, and general. If you go to general, you will be able to... I am in there chatting right now, and we can talk, boy. Aisha, you mentioned it. I figured you would want to jump in there. Come on, guys, get in the Discord. Yeah. Jump in. Be in like Flynn. Do it. Everybody's doing it, dude. Jump in. I'll talk to you guys for a little bit. Cass is in there reading manga. Babe, you doing okay? Yeah. You reading your manga? Okay. You enjoying it? Good. Okay, cool. I'm in here. She reads manga. Really not feeling well today. Otherwise, I'd join. Hey, no worries, man. Like I said, don't feel like you got to join. Don't feel like you got to join. She's reading manga now. She got sick of watching it. Maybe she's not sick of watching it, but she watched it long enough where she's like, all right, now I'm going to start reading it. And now she's reading it, which is kind of wild. But yeah, it is what it is. She likes it. Shiggity, just Joshua, what's good? See, we still got those Cass emotes in there. Yeah, we got those Cass emotes in there. Those Cass emotes ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. Pro Skills in there. What's up? What's up? Appreciate you guys jumping in to the Discord. Got to listen to your jams. We need to make, what was the one you said? A suggestions one? I think that was it, right? Suggestions? All right, I'm gonna end the chat. I'm gonna end the talk channel if nobody's gonna jump in. So here, I'm gonna end it. I'm leaving. Disconnect. Sorry. Love you guys. But yo, chat, we were here for a bit. I love y'all. Tune in on Thursday around the same time. I think we're gonna do around 7 or 7:30, and we're gonna do more desktop streams. The IRL stuff, Otto, appreciate that. GG Subs was a hard song I listened a long time ago. Yes, sir. Love you. Have a good night. But yeah, Thursday around the same time, 7-ish Central Standard Time. Just be in the Discord. I will update you guys. Hi, what's up, Otto? How's it going, man? It's good to see you. I'm sorry I'm about to end the stream. But make sure to follow. If you haven't followed, sub. If you can't sub, Twitch Prime. You know what I'm saying? Love you guys. Pro Skills, I appreciate that. It's good to have you guys out, man. Until next time, you can shiggity, wig, wiggity, big, biggity, bet. That was really, really good to have you guys out tonight. Good chatting. We'll have another topic on Thursday, and we'll talk about some more shit. And, yeah, man, we'll get to know each other a little bit more. Y'all know how it go. All right, until next time, peace.